Going on, ladies and gents? It is your boy Jaynarc. Welcome back to episode 9 of the Bengals franchise. After a disappointing season finale, we now have the offseason. As you guys can see, the Patriots lost to the Cowboys 49-21 in the Super Bowl, in Super Bowl 56. Cowboys scored about 7 touchdowns. Dak won Super Bowl MVP. Tom Brady won NFL MVP. Coach of the Year went to Mike McCarthy. Defensive Player of the Year went to Von Miller. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Mac Jones. And Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Pretty interesting stuff, I'd say. But we got to go into re-sign some players. We have about negative $3.67 million in cap available. So I feel like it's either we re-sign people or a lot of people are going to walk. And coming off the disappointing end to that season, I feel like there was a lot of positives in that. There was definitely a lot of positives, and we just got to capitalize and move forward with it. I feel like this team will definitely do damage. So we got a good amount of free agents here. We did try to get after some people, but it didn't quite necessarily work, and we don't even have cap room. We don't have cap room to re-sign any of these guys. So Auden Tate's going to be a huge guy that's going to be missing for us. He's only 25. We're going to miss out on him. Ricardo Allen, we already have Von Bell. And CJ Uzomah, who had a career year for us, we're probably going to have to miss out on him as well because we don't have cap room unless we, get rid of a player for cap. But I think we already looked at all of that. I mean, we did get Darius Leonard. We got a lot of huge pieces to the team. And Joe Thuney at left guard, he's already 29. What do we want? Do we want longevity or do we want the now? I mean, we kind of are the now. We could get rid of CJ Mosley. We could definitely get rid of CJ Mosley. We traded for him, but we could rebuild and get someone younger. All this is, we just got to get younger players. And I want us to be like one of the younger teams. So Robert Quinn was a beast for us. He was a Pro Bowler, all of that. He might have trade value somewhere, so we got to keep that in mind. Trey Waynes, we can honestly trade some of these guys away. And see what we can get out of that. But we can, Trey Hopkins, I'm not even going to try trading. I'm just going to release him. Because I think in the draft, we're going to try to go after Tyler Linderbaum. I think that would be a great player to go after. So the rest of the players, we're going to see if we could try to trade them for value, But with the tight end position, I want someone that could really block. That's the thing. Someone that could really, really block well. And I'm going to let CJ Uzomah walk in free agency. I know it's not ideal, but I think it's what has to be done simply for the fact that I want more flexibility when it comes to the tight end position. Someone that could block, I think that's very important. And with these rest of these players here, I'm going to let them all go. There's no real, reason to keep them. So we'll have about $10 million going into free agency. We release some people. I think I might trade away Robert Quinn just to get someone younger, even though Robert Quinn was a Pro Bowler. He helped the team entirely, But let's see who's on the free agent market. We have about $10 million to work with so far. And so, yeah, a lot of good players available here. We already know what we're going for at center in the draft, so that's no worries there. Dalton Schultz, tight end, 79 overall. I'm going to make an offer to him. Let's make an offer to him. He has 70 run block, already higher than CJ Uzomah. He has good speed, good hands, good awareness, good height, good size. Okay, so we're going to give him a nice deal. He'll be a perfect target for Joe Burrow. So we try to sign Dalton Schultz. And we could probably draft the kid in the 6th round. We don't really have that many picks, I believe. Left. Offensive line is good, but I want to go younger. So they have a Connor Williams here. He would be a scheme fit. And Joe Thuney is about 29 years old. He's about $14 million in cap. So we can honestly, trade Joe Thuney away for a pick. I think, that would be beneficial for both parties. Or maybe even trade him for his. Nah, I want to go for that. I want to get that center off rip. I really do. So we could trade Joe Thuney away for a pick to a team that desperately needs the left guard. And I want a first-round pick, obviously. We got to get a first-rounder. So we go with the Cardinals straight up. Oh, they wouldn't be able to afford him. The Chargers would be able to. The Chiefs. Obviously, the Chiefs would. They have the 27th pick in the draft. We need either a left outside linebacker or a first-round pick. That's all. That's all we could get. And left us a linebacker or a first round pick. That's all we really need. And we're not accepting anything other than that. So Aziz Al-Shir. How old is Cole Holcomb? He's about 26 years old. Doesn't seem too bad. I feel like he could fit our team because we're looking for what, like a run stopper, I think. Looking for like a run stopper at his position. So we're not looking for a pass rusher. These guys already got pass rushing going on there. Yeah, so Markel Lee, what do you do? You are a run stopper. So we can make Cole Holcomb be a run stopper for us, for sure. He can definitely be a run stopper for us. They want a safety, a QB, tight end. We don't have any of that. Right tackle, we don't. Right outside linebacker, we have Logan Wilson. Sorry about that. And when it comes to picks, we have a few picks. A 4th rounder for Cole Holcomb is looking like it would be pretty close to it, but we'll go a 2nd of next year for Cole Holcomb. And we shore up that position. A smart idea. So now we could just, now that we gave up Cole Holcomb, or we got a new left outside linebacker, we can give away Joe Thuney for a 1st round pick. So the Giants for a second, they don't have any cap room. Jaguars would be interested, and they have the 21st pick in the draft. Wouldn't be too bad, you know. The Jets have the 8th pick and the 19th pick. And I know they have a good guard in Elijah Vera Tucker. And he's 23 years old. Let's see if we get to... I doubt this would work. I really do. I really doubt this would work. Yeah, obviously that wouldn't work. Straight up, it would, though. Straight up, it would. Wow, it actually doesn't. I'm going to give a 1st round pick. I'm going to give a 1st round pick for Elijah Vera Tucker. I think that could be beneficial for us. We are going to try to amass some picks here, but giving the Jets a 1st for Elijah Vera Tucker, who's only 23 years old, should work out in our favor. And only reason why we're getting rid of Joe Thuney is for the cap situation. We want to have cap room available. So we're going to give them our 1st round pick for Elijah Vera Tucker. I think this will probably go through, which it does. So we get a new left guard. And then we can move Joe Thuney now to a team that could definitely use that pick. Patriots, Panthers, because we're just going to try to give it straight up. See if it will go through anywhere. Patriots, but I don't want to have that low of a pick, though. Definitely don't, because we're going to lose out. Round 3 or round 1, pick 3. Nope, doesn't go through. Rams, are they interested? They definitely don't have a 1st round pick. That's without a doubt. Pick 30. Nah, I want a little bit of a higher pick. 29 for the Saints, so they went far in the playoffs. Seahawks don't have a 1st round pick, of course. Why are we surprised? The 10th pick in the draft. Will this go through? No, it doesn't. They're looking for a QB. They're not focused on a left guard. So a lot of teams, we're gonna probably have to go for a back end pick. 6th pick in the draft. Wow. Titans didn't do too good either. So 17th pick. Set him to Joe. Okay, they can't afford him. Bears, they don't have a 1st round pick. Bills, they do. Maybe if we go through the 15 to 20-ish range for the pick. All right, if not, we'll go with the Bills. Send the Bills a good guard. Get their 22nd pick. Wow, they're not trying to give that either. I guess 1st rounders gonna be hard to go for when it comes to the draft. I mean, how about this? How about the 14th pick from the Chargers? Somewhat there, but not really. Chiefs would take the 27. We give them right back to the Chiefs. It goes right through. We get a 1st rounder back for the Chiefs. So that's not too bad. We get a younger left guard. We have about $22 million available. We have Elijah Vera Tucker, who's a little bit lower overall, but that's not bad. At quarterback, I think we only have Joe Burrow and Ryan Finley. So we're gonna get we're gonna sign this kid. I forget his name exactly. His name is I forget his name. But when we see him, Cole McDonald. We're gonna sign Cole McDonald, and give him a deal for a year, and we'll see how he'll do in the preseason for us, which I don't think will be a bad idea. At running back, we have Joe Mixon. A nice backup would be like Boston Scott. He's about 27 years old. We could also draft a back too, just for backup duties for Samaje Perine. I mean, for not Samaje Perine, for Joe Mixon. At receiver, we just have Jamar Chase and Tyler Boyd. We don't really need to get anyone else. We could always draft someone. And we're going for Dalton Schultz. Offensive line, we're still trying to go for the center, which I forgot about. That's a huge thing we still have to go for. We're going to have to figure out how we're going to move up in the draft to try to get that position. But at left end, we got Robert Quinn here. I really want to use Sam Hubbard. I want him to do well. I really want him to do well in our defense. And we got Trey Hendrickson as well. He was all right for us, but we need Sam Hubbard to really be that player for us to perform really, really well. Number 2 middle linebacker could be Nicholas Morrow. We get him just in case Darius Leonard goes out. I don't think that's a bad pickup at all. And then right outside linebacker, we have Logan Wilson, Akeem Davis-Gaither backing him up. So cornerback is a position I actually really wanted to upgrade as well. We have Chidobe Awuzie and Mike Hilton, but a player I wanted to move on from was Trey Waynes. Not because he was bad or anything, but I just feel like we need a bigger corner. I want someone that's solid, a physical corner who could really help us out a lot. And at free safety, we have Jesse Bates. He's already locked in. Strong safety, we just have Von Bell. He's going to be our new starter now. But that's simply because we had Ricardo Allen, and it's just we had a double situation going on there, so we just leave that alone. We could sign Lano Hill as a backup safety. He'll be a backup safety for run support, while Von Bell will be the primary guy in the back end. So I think that's really good. Kicker Evan McPherson, he's our guy. He earned his spot for sure. Jack Fox, the punter from the Lions, he's a free agent. We can't go wrong with getting a good punter. I mean, if he could send people to the 5-yard line every single time, we might as well go for him. So those are all the moves we make with that. I really want to emphasize using Sam Hubbard a lot, and because it only makes sense. He's only 26, 27, and Robert Quinn's 32, and I don't know. I just feel like even though Robert Quinn performed well, he could get more value somewhere else. And I don't know what we could. Sending him to the Buccaneers would be interesting. If we could send him for a first-round pick, would this go through? No, it doesn't. How about the Chargers? The Chargers have a first-round pick as well, but they're obviously not going to be green for him. So if any team is green for him, then we'll try something. The Packers are interested in him. Packers don't have cap room, so we'll just not even bother with that. The Rams are interested. Robert Quinn back to the Rams where it all started. That'd be insane. They have a second-round pick, but it's only pick 56. So that could work, but we could just still try to see if there's any other teams. So since there isn't, so Buccaneers have pick they have pick 55 and pick 23. They're not trying to give up 23 at all. They're not, but maybe a second-rounder straight up would. I think Robert Quinn for a second round is really good. But that even doesn't go through. So the other team that showed interest, I think, was I thought it was one of those teams. The Rams. The Rams showed interest in him. Let's see if a second rounder would go through with the Rams. Somewhat close. But we're going to just send him to the Rams for a third rounder. That goes through. So we got Robert Quinn back for a third round. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. And the last player I want to move on from would probably be Trey Waynes when it comes to players with expensive contracts that are not really going to stay on the team long term. And we get Darius Phillips back, so he was injured. So that's another thing. I think we did re-sign Eli Apple because he was making a lot of plays for us. So that's a player we're keeping around for sure. But I'm just trying to make sure we get all these trades through before we go into the draft and see what we could really go for. So Trey Waynes, solid corner. Is he going to get any value anywhere? Unfortunately not, because he's on the back end of his career. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So we're going to have to scan through these teams to see what teams have a need for a cornerback. So Cardinals are in need. A first rounder obviously going to go through for Trey Waynes. So maybe a fourth or maybe a third. We could try a third rounder, see if that goes through. That's somewhat, but I don't want to send him for a fourth or lower. So I'm going to see if a third would go for the Chargers. Oh, that's closer. That's closer. Trey Waynes in a what? Well, what would work? Trey Waynes in a 6 for a third? I think that would go through. Yeah, that definitely goes through. So we just shored up a lot of cap room, and I think that's gonna be pretty good when it comes to re-signing players. And we already went through everyone we wanted to draft. So let's advance to the next week and see if we picked up all those players. So we ended up getting every position. We got the safety, the backup safety, the backup middle linebacker, the punter, the backup QB, and tight end Dalton Schultz. Perfect. And nice. So that's looking really good. And just in case, do we sign a center? Like, what if it's like, I don't know. Maybe we sign a center, but we already have a backup center. So it's kind of like whoever we get is going to have to like start. So we have about $30 million available. I honestly want to keep it that way. Maybe we sign a backup left end. Maybe we sign a backup left end after we moved on from Robert Quinn. I don't think that'd be a bad idea. Devontae Adams is still a free agent. That's something to keep in mind as well. Patrick Ricard at fullback would be very interesting, but we're going to leave that alone. At cornerback, they got a lot of guys here, but we already have dudes who are kind of like the same like size as those players. So it's kind of like no need. But at left end, we have Sam Hubbard, and we could sign someone like Ashawn Robinson, a 1-year deal for depth duties, just in case, like, you know, Sam Hubbard is playing sorry. So we get Ashawn Robinson, and he'll kind of be like that veteran also to learn from, because, you know, Sam Hubbard was backing up Robert Quinn, so he had to have learned a lot. So we advanced to next week. Probably got Ashawn Robinson to the deal. We gave him like 1 year, $3 million. He accepts that. Perfect. So now we're gonna head into the draft. All right, so the draft is here. We have the 27th pick in the draft, and before we like advance, because I'm like worried like our biggest need is a center. Like it's a center, 10 out of 10, and man, and I'd also want to get a corner, but I'm not gonna stress that out too much. With the centers they have available, they have a good amount. You know, a couple of round 2 to 3 guys here. Like Tyler Linderbaum seems like the best bet. He'd probably be a great fit for us, but probably won't be able to get him. We'll probably end up being either Alec Lindstrom or Dawson Deaton. And the thing with Alec Lindstrom, he has B impact, C run block. Not too bad physically. Yeah, he's not too bad for Alec Lindstrom from BC. There's also Dawson Deaton. He has B impact, C run block. He has C pass block power, C pass block finesse. A lot of C's in his game, but shouldn't be too bad either. And then there's also Jared Patterson, but it's really gonna be between these two guys. So that's something to keep in mind. And then at corner, if we're at a point where we could get a corner, which we won't be, like Riley Moss from Iowa, we'll just well, honestly, like I'll draft like Ahmad Gardner. Like, I watched the game. Yeah, he's definitely locked down. I'll draft either him or Kobe Bryant, literally. And I think Kobe Bryant's in the draft this year. And so we're going to fix his overall. Like, yeah, that's going to be like something, like, I don't know. Who knows if the Bengals would do that in real life. But, you know, as sim to our pick, hopefully there's a center available. The Giants drafted a running back? Are you kidding me? These guys are literally struggling in a draft a running back. That is the dumbest thing I've probably ever seen. Okay, but we're looking for it. Okay, there's a good amount of round 1s left here. They got a QB, I see. At center, they have Alec Lindstrom, Dawson Deaton. Got a couple guys here. And then at corner, I want to get Ahmad Gardner. I really do. I will make him lockdown for us. If he's still here, I'll make him lockdown. He will be our lockdown corner. I will move up, if anything. I will literally move up. But besides that, we're going to go for our center. Alec Lindstrom, he has B impact, C run block. He has questionable pass block power, questionable stamina. He has 2 Bs. While Dawson Deaton from Texas Tech, he's a little bit faster. He's bigger too. A couple more C's than him, but it's not. We'll pick up Dawson Deaton. Normal dev. He has 84 strength. Not too bad. He's pretty agile for a center who's 6'6", 310 pounds. So we got to keep that in mind. He's gonna be our new center, and then with our next pick, we're gonna either go with Kobe Bryant or Ahmad Gardner if he's still there. Sauce Gardner. The Niners drafted a left tackle. Let's see if Sauce Gardner is still here. If he is, that's our man. We're picking him up. Roger McCreary. Doesn't look like Sauce Gardner's still there, though. Yeah, he's not. Damn. Kobe Bryant is here, though. He's projected to be undrafted. I think he won the Thorpe Award, so there's no way he's gonna go undrafted. Let's be honest. Come on. There's no way. So I'll use him on another pick, of course. But a position we could go after right now could probably be John Mechie. John Mechie, Alabama receiver. He played really, really nice. And he's definitely going to be a higher overall. So I'm going to he'll be nice to add with Joe Burrow in that offense, an Alabama receiver. And then I'm getting what's his name? Kobe Bryant. I have to. I keep thinking about him. I got to get him. I got to put him onto the team. That'll be our last pick because I'm not too sure about the other positions, but we'll get Kobe Bryant, physical corner. Yeah, we're picking him up. They're going to say, yeah, he's a reach. Nah, we're going to put a little edits on him to make him seem like more of a third-round QB with a lot of potential. That's what will make it. But let's advance to the end of the draft. All right, so, Kobe Bryant actually was a 72 overall. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. I thought he would be a little bit lower than that. We also got a third tight end in Jake Ferguson from Wisconsin. They made our center a 67 overall. Okay, I guess. John Mechie will be our perfect number 3. We got another QB. We got Jaden Daniels now, so we're going to have a huge competition in the preseason. And I want to see what other teams got after a center. I do want to see what other teams got after a center because Tyler Linderbaum went to the Broncos at pick 15. Okay. They have Lloyd Cushenberry, though. I don't know how I feel about that one. The Browns drafted a quarterback in the second round of Carson Strong. Interesting pick. For the Buccaneers, they drafted Bo Nix. They drafted a fullback named John Chanel. He's an 89 overall. Okay. Cardinals drafted left tackle. That's actually a really big pickup. Chargers, they drafted a left end and Zach Harrison. Okay, I see that happening. I'm just trying to see what team drafted a center. Left tackle, Rasheed Walker. Okay, these are some interesting picks for the Colts. I just want to see what overalls the other guys ended up being because Derek Stingley was an 81, so they got a lockdown corner in the Dolphins. For the Dolphins, Riley Moss as well. That's a good pickup, I'd say. Falcons, they didn't even draft a QB. They're like, nah, we're sticking with our guy. Peyton Thorne, Washington football team. Interesting. They drafted a QB with their pick. Not a bad idea. Niners, I know they drafted a left tackle. Yeah, Nick Broker. Giants were dumb and drafted a running back. Oh, they drafted a quarterback too. Oh, wow. Oh, they're changing everything. Wow, I was not expecting that. Nick Bonito. No, I'm seeing no center still. Did I reach? Did I reach or something? I must have reached. That is interesting. Kayvon Thibodeau went to the Lions. They also drafted a quarterback in Kenny Pickett. Okay, wow, they had a solid draft from the looks of it. Packers drafted a receiver, a tight end, a middle linebacker. Why? These are all the wrong things. All the wrong things all the time. Panthers drafted a QB in the 4th round of Jake Haener and from Fresno State. A left guard in Cole Schneider and a running back in Hassan Haskins. Again, what are they doing? Patriots, they drafted Jared Patterson. He's a 67, lower overall than us. That doesn't even... Okay, I guess. I thought he would be a little bit better, but I guess not. Desmond Ridder to the Raiders? Okay. Rams, what did they do? Nothing important. Ravens. I'm just trying to see where the other center went. Zion Nelson went to the Ravens. Interesting. They're going to have a bunch of tackles. Anthony Brown, QB, went to the Saints. So no one got those other centers. Matt Corral to the Seahawks. Wow, that is a very interesting pickup. Steelers got Drake Jackson, and they got Mackenzie Milton in the second round. Okay. Texans drafted a receiver and then a left tackle. They drafted a center named Matt Allen, 65 overall. Not too bad. Titans, they drafted a quarterback in the third round, Sam Howell, and a safety with their first pick. And the Vikings drafted a right tackle, then a running back, then a cornerback. And then Bears. Alec Lindstrom was a 69, so he was a little bit better by 1 overall. So that's all I wanted to see. I didn't know what team he got drafted to, though. So that's interesting. That is very interesting, the way how the offseason just panned out. We're an 87 defense with an 85 offense. I want Kobe Bryant to be like one of those cornerbacks we like work on, so they like develop into being like one of our premier players. So yes, ladies and gents, like I was saying. So we picked up Elijah Vera Tucker. I forgot we have T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd still. So John Mechie will be an interesting addition to our squad as the 4th receiver. Tight end, we got Dalton Schultz, a huge pickup for the offense. We got this kid Dawson Dean from Texas Tech. He's a very big center. So I'm going to give him like I wish I could give him hidden dev. I wish that was a thing they added in Madden. But giving him hidden dev would have been nice. But we'll make him a little bit different. We'll let him be his position, but we're just going to give him star development, give him disciplined. His awareness is an 81. We're going to keep all of it the same for Dawson Dean. I might change his number, though. 71 looks a little too much for him. Like we could give that to like a solid like tackle or something like that. But I'm going to search him up, Dawson Dean, see what he wears in college currently. We're going to do it right now on the video. Why not? Dawson Deaton, he wears number 73. So somebody on the offensive line definitely wears 73. So I guess 71 is fine. I guess that works. So we'll leave that at that. And then receivers, John Mechie. Well, he'll be all right. He'll definitely get his touches. We'll make sure. We picked up a quarterback in the 4th round. I don't know if you guys remember, but we have a quarterback in the 4th round who we're going to have to like somehow incorporate. So that's something to keep in mind. He's going to end up being the backup. We have Cole Holcomb, who's a pass coverage linebacker, but he'll fit in properly. He'll fit in. Then we also have Kobe Bryant. So this kid right here, he's the Jim Thorpe Award winner. He wore number 7 in college, but he was wearing number 8 to honor Kobe Bryant. But what I want to do is give him like star potential. I think star potential could be a good thing to give him. And then see if he can work his way up the depth chart in the preseason. So we're going to have some guys we're going to really watch. We're going to really watch Kobe Bryant and Kobe Bryant, John Mechie, and Jaden Daniels. Oh, man, the preseason QBs, like it's actually going to be a very entertaining preseason. But we probably want to get another running back to challenge, even though these guys are not even going to like get in, because last time it was just Joe Mixon all the way. But D-line has the backups. We're all good. Defense is like stacked up really nice, so I think we're fair enough for like another like huge season. So with that being said, that's just how the team is looking like. We're prepped to go again, and our first preseason game will be against the Giants, where we see everything. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. This was the whole offseason. We're gearing up for Season 2, and we're going to go up from there. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below if you want the next episode, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, you got to be if you can succeed. Peace.